The world had never been darker. A ruthless leader known as the Beast had taken control, ruling with fear and deception. He demanded to be worshipped as a god, and his followers were marked with his number 666. Anyone who refused was hunted, imprisoned, or killed. The world's leaders, armies, and nations had fallen under his power. His closest ally, the false prophet, performed signs and wonders, fooling millions into believing the beast was divine. The world was on the brink of destruction. Hope seemed lost, but then the sky split open. A blinding light broke through the darkness, and from the heavens came a great army riding on white horses. Their armor gleamed like fire, and their swords shone with divine power. Leading them was a warrior unlike any other, Jesus Christ. This was not the gentle teacher from the Gospels. This was the King of Kings. His eyes burned like flames, and his voice thundered like rushing waters. His robe was stained with blood, a symbol of the battle he was about to win. On his thigh was written his title, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. The armies of the beast had gathered in a place called Armageddon, preparing for war. Soldiers, war machines, and demonic creatures stood ready, their weapons raised. The beast and his generals laughed. They thought they could defeat the King of Heaven. But before a single sword could strike, Jesus spoke. A mighty word came from his mouth, and in an instant, a wave of power swept across the battlefield. The skies roared, the earth shook, and the soldiers of the beast collapsed in terror. Their weapons melted like wax, and the ground cracked beneath their feet. No army could stand against the power of God. The beast and the false prophet turned to run, but it was too late. Angels from heaven descended, seized them, and bound them in chains. With no mercy, they were thrown alive into the lake of fire where they would burn forever. The battle was over, or so it seemed, but one final enemy remained. From the shadows, a monstrous figure rose, Satan himself, the ancient serpent, the deceiver of the world. His presence was terrifying, his power unmatched by any human force. He had led the world into chaos for centuries, twisting hearts, spreading lies, and turning people against God. Now, he faced his final judgment. A mighty angel appeared from heaven, holding a massive chain in his hands. Without hesitation, the angel grabbed Satan, bound him in chains, and cast him into a deep, bottomless pit. The gates slammed shut, sealed by the power of God. For 1,000 years, Satan would be locked away, unable to deceive the world. His reign of terror had finally come to an end. The new beginning sparkles. Then, something incredible happened. From the heavens, a new city began to descend, a city so beautiful that words could barely describe it. The New Jerusalem, the city of God. Its walls were made of precious stones, its streets paved with pure gold. It shone brighter than the sun, but there was no sun. God himself was its light. The people of God stood in awe. There was no more pain, no more sorrow, no more death. The battles, the suffering, the evil that had plagued the world for so long, all was gone. Then from the throne of heaven, a voice spoke, filling the universe with its power. Behold, I am making all things new. And just like that, a new world began. Evil was defeated forever. God had won, and his people would live with him in joy and peace for all eternity. This story comes from Revelation 21 and 22, where the Bible describes the final victory of God, the defeat of evil, and the dawn of a new, perfect world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.